Like I've never like fucking kissed their ass like you guys. Like I don't give a fuck about these guys ever.
Yeah, and just to put it out there, like if I win the lottery and I become a billionaire, like I'm gonna hate myself. Like I don't want to be a hypocrite. No, I'm gonna hate myself. Just so you guys know.
The other updated topic we could also do was the Twitter, the Elon Musk thing.
Yeah.
Because we talked about Elon Musk before he bought
when he was about to buy it, like the first time, right? Because then it was like, no, he's not gonna buy it, and then boom, he bought it,
and then boom, yeah, like he was really flip flopping on that one.
It's I don't know how to like what's the word? How to understand Elon's character, because some of the stuff he does, it's like, is he playing like all the time? It's all the things that he's doing like playing, or is he being serious? And if he's being serious, then some of the stuff that he does, it's kind of stupid. Like I don't know,
he's very erratic.
Weird. So I don't know if I can take him seriously, or he's like a fucking genius. He's just playing with everyone. I don't get the guy.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the context of how you like would even define a genius. Like,
yeah, not genius, but like
no. I know what you mean, but like, hey, I'm talking shit and I'm doing this and that, but the company is now, because it was losing money, it's staying afloat, and now I'm actually turning it around. That's genius shit, regardless of what like his character. I just don't think that's the case. I think he's a very erratic guy, and he like most of us, he's a narcissist, but he actually has the power to buy like a social media platform like Twitter, and I don't think I feel that most of these guys feel like, just they're used to having like, mijo, go over there. They're used to having the people around them being like kind of like Kanye, like being like yes men, and then you come over here to Twitter and people are like trolling you and talking shit to you, and I don't think he's used to people treating him like he's not a powerful rich guy. I think that's his main issue.
Because actually, if you remember, like when he started doing Twitter, like all you see was like good comments about him. Like they were like literally, he was like the mankind's salvation or whatever. And like most people were like
by certain people. I don't know if by most people, by certain people.
Like I remember for real, like when he started Twitter, that was it was most people on Twitter. Like the people that responded to him, it was most people doing that. And then
are you talking about Elon Musk?
Yeah, on Twitter when he started.
Oh, when he started on Twitter.
Yeah.
I thought what you said when he started Twitter. I'm like, I don't know what.
No, when he started.
Yeah,
on Twitter,
I get you.
Like back in the day when he started, all you see was like positive comments about him, and if someone was like talking crap about him, you will see like a tons of response like, hey, like you don't even know the guy, and like he's a genius, and he's like whatever. Then everything changed because he kept like throwing these comments, these tweets that were like kind of like polarizing, and then people were like, you see, this guy, it's not all like a super good person or whatever. And then he started losing a little bit of credit or whatever.
So and I think, sorry.
No, like Ted said, it's like, when he first started like getting an online presence, he was beloved.
Yeah.
Because it was when the Tesla Model S was coming out, and the reviews were great. It was paving the way for the future. It's like this is the future of automobiles.
And I think like the highest point was when he went on what's the fucking podcast?
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan. Yeah, think that was one of the highest where people were like, yeah, we love him.
And and it was because, I mean, back then there really wasn't much to it other than he had a successful company, which was Tesla. They had an innovative, brand new car, and he was leading the way for the future of technology, you name it, with SpaceX. And yeah, exactly. Where it all like started like crashing and where he started losing face is quite literally when he started talking.
Yeah.
If he stayed in the spotlight and kept his mouth shut, I think people would love him just like they did back then. But I think the first like moment of when people started turning on him was when those kids got trapped in that cave that flooded with their coach, and they were trying to save them, and they were trying to figure out how do we get all this water out, how do we get in there and rescue these people. Elon Musk had pitched that he was trying to build them a submarine that they could use in the cave to rescue the kids. And the lead diver in charge of the rescue mission hated that because he's like, one, it wouldn't work, and two, this was just Elon Musk trying to squeeze his way into the spotlight where, like, we didn't ask for your help, we didn't need it. Like, unless you're going to contribute to, like, actually saving these kids, like, shut the fuck up. Elon Musk got pissed. He didn't like that. And he called the guy a pedophile.
Yeah.
And, like, just for no reason.
Yeah.
He just called him that.
Just for context, I genuinely, I'm at a lot. I don't know what you're talking about. Where was this or what happened?
Was it in Taiwan or something like that?
It was like, it was like in Taiwan or Thailand. This had to have been like 3 to 4 years ago. I think.
Like pre-COVID.
Look it up real quick. Yes, this was pre-COVID, if I remember correctly. Yes, July 2018. June, July 2018. Let me find out where, though. Yes, this was in Thailand. Yeah. So, yes. So, yeah, it was, I believe it was, like 12 kids and a coach. So, I think like a total of like 13, I think. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they got caught in a storm and they ran into the cave, for shelter to protect themselves from the storm. But the thing is, it flooded because the rain never stopped. So the entrance to the cave got completely submerged in water, and they were very deep into the cave. Quite literally, the only way to reach them was to send scuba divers, like professionals. They were cave divers, and there was no way to like get them out comfortably. That's like, there was no way to pump out the water fast enough because they would starve to death, and they were already in there for a few days when they found them, before they had found them, because they didn't even know if they were still alive. And and this made like national news, and then Elon Musk got wind of it, and he wanted to help, and his idea was to try to build a submarine. And so the lead cave diver leading the mission, he didn't like that, and so he said that Elon Musk was only doing it for the clout or attention, whatever. And Elon Musk in return called him a pedophile.
Yeah. First of all, bro, when someone's life is in danger, like did they make it out alive though?
Yes, they saved all of them.
Yeah. So if I was the expedition lead and someone's life is in danger, keep your fucking pride out of it. Mr. Musk, I appreciate, like, thank you for wanting to help, but we just don't think at this moment a submarine would give us the best opportunity. We could use resources though, like if you want to make a donation or so we could get a team of professional fucking good divers, and let's do this. Thank you so much for your help, Mr. Musk. Why would you want to get that? Is that really the right time to start fucking fighting a billionaire?
and that would have been kind, because I mean that you can compare it to, like, I don't know, someone gets stuck, like his foot gets stuck in like a fucking building or whatever. You're trying to help him out, and then a guy comes like from the back and he's like, "Hey, you know what? I think I can build like a giant robot that can like get him out of there. It will take like a year." You're like, shut the fuck up, dude. Like either help or just shut the fuck up. Like you have nothing to contribute to this fucking situation.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's where a lot of the anger came from. That it's like, you're not helping.
Well, so I want to be clear. I totally understand where the anger is coming from. Like, I'm not arguing that. I just think that if you're like a leader, an expedition leader, whatever the fuck, like you work for law enforcement in your country, and it's fucking time sensitive that these people get help. Hey, if you could get something out of a fucking billionaire that's willing to help, let's do it. Mr. Musk, a fucking submarine is not going to help us right now, but if you want to donate like resources, we could get the best fucking scuba dive. Put him in a position where he would have to like say no, right? And be the bad guy. Sir, send us like the best scuba divers in the world. Have him here tomorrow morning and we'll get this done. We'll have him out of here by tomorrow afternoon. That's it. But I understand why he was like mad. It's not like, bro, shut the fuck. ¿Qué quiere este vato? Like, that's kind of like your attitude. Like, shut the fuck up, bro, if you're not going to help. But, yeah, that's what I would have done. But yeah, I hadn't heard about this story, to be honest.
Yeah, I know that's pretty much verbatim.
I hate billionaires. Like, I don't, yeah, like these terms that apply to others, like, oh, he was beloved. I've always hated these motherfuckers. Like, Jeff Bezos, fucking Elon Musk. Like, I've never like fucking kissed their ass like you guys. Like, I don't give a fuck about these guys, ever.
Yeah, and just to put it out there, like, if I win the lottery and I become a billionaire, like, I'm going to hate myself. Like, I don't want to be a hypocrite. No, I'm going to hate myself, just so you guys know. But,
good to know.
Yeah, and I think it got very... You know how toxic politics can be, like, in America. So once you dive into that, like, obviously people are going to be against you. People that disagree with you. And especially when you come across as like a know-it-all, like, oh, I'm such an intellectual, bro, you're a fucking idiot. Such a free thinker. But I support the same motherfuckers that have had the country in the same place for fucking decades. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Get out of here. Get out of here.
And I think like that one, like Juan said, that was one of the first things that happened that it kind of like turned everyone to like, is he like for real, or like what the fuck happened? And then you can add things like the fucking tunnel, like the super tunnel or whatever, that didn't work out. People were like, hey, what happened to that? And then they were like, we just like stopped doing it or whatever. And then what else? Like, I don't remember. I just remember like certain tweets that he would put, and they would be like controversial or whatever.
I think most of it was on like politics.
Yeah,
like, politics, right?
Yeah, because I think the biggest criticism he would always get is that he would claim that like he was a centrist or a libertarian or something like that. But a lot of the stuff he was sharing wasn't like a centrist take at all. Yeah. And I think the other thing was that he would retweet misinformation, like stuff that has been proven as not true.
Yeah.
And did he say something about COVID?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Oh, that was the thing, bro. That he was going to send some ventilators or some shit, and then he didn't do shit.
Yeah, he sent. He sent them something, but it wasn't a ventilator. He sent them like like freaking like CPAC machines or something.
Fucking Tesla engine and shit.
Like he sounded like dialysis machines or something. It's like, we don't need this.
There's also this one when Bernie Sanders put we must demand that the extremely wealthy pay their fair share. Period.
Yeah.
2021. And then he responded, I keep forgetting that you're still alive. Like, God damn, dude. Like, damn, it's not your personal account, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it is your personal account, but it's like, it's public.
Yeah.
Like, it's not private.
And you're the CEO of a big company.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, your company depends on.
Yeah, and I think that's part of the big problem with him is that, like, it's clear he likes to joke around.
Yeah.
But I think that's also part of the problem is that whenever he does something and it's considered bad in the public eye, he falls back and goes, "Oh, guys, I was just joking. It was just a." And so now it's like, you blur the reality of, like, when am I being serious and when am I joking? And so this whole thing with him buying Twitter, people are like, see, he meant to do it. No, he didn't. He got bullied into it.
Yeah.
He was talking shit. He fucked around, and now he's finding out.
Yeah.
And do you think what do you think about the future of Twitter? Like, do you guys think it's gonna become better? Like, not better, but like more popular? Like, he's gonna like actually influence the fucking.
I think certain social media platforms hit a ceiling. Like, how much more popular can something like Facebook or Twitter get? Is it gonna be better? Throughout my time on Twitter, I use it for the exact same fucking thing, to talk shit to other people, especially people like political commentators and shit. Like, I have my timeline before Elon suggested it. I have my timeline set up by chronological order.
Yeah.
So I'll log into my account and then I'll see that someone like a popular like fucking political commentator tweeted something like a minute ago, 2 minutes ago. I'll fucking talk shit back, and I always get like a bunch of people like riled up, replying, and then I ignore the fuck out of them.
I follow your Twitter. I see them.
No, well, if you ever want to know where I'm at work. Like, if you ever see me that I'm like replying to like excessively, it's because I'm at work, because sometimes there's nothing to do. I hope my boss doesn't hear this.
So you're like that kind of Twitter user.
Yeah. Very seldom. Like, it's very seldom. Like, if I wasn't clear about my message and people want to like debate me and shit, like, I'll take them to school.
Yeah.
But I just don't. I always try to point out like hypocrisies in people's logic, like
fallacies in there.
Yeah, like, for example, in the morning, like, this guy was saying like, because today, for those of you who don't know, we're recording this on election day. That's why I got my USA t-shirt. Someone tweeted like, like, this isn't rocket science. Like, if you vote for Republicans, because you got to understand that as people, we just want to be unbothered and left alone. So I tweet like, it's that simple. And I'm like, and I caught it like posted seconds ago. I'm like, well, it's really not that simple, because when it comes to abortion or trans issues, the government seems to want to like fucking bother you and get involved in your life a lot. So obviously it's not that simple. And then people like, sometimes I won't even pay attention to my replies because people will stop arguing, but you're still tagged on it.
Yeah.
So, and they'll start talking about like abortion. I'm like, bro, like, quit acting like you're going to change your mind if I like talk to you about
shit.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then some people are up.
Because they kind of got it where like there's like a crowd at a bar, and then he goes and punches like one guy, and then he leaves, and then like
and then everybody else starts fighting.
Yeah. And then sometimes I'm late, so not a lot of people interact.
Yeah.
But I'll also do it like on politicians, like if like the president tweets.
That's
like,
the one that I liked because it cracked me up.
but like the other day I tweeted, it was President, bro, I don't even read what the fuck he's saying. I don't give a shit, bro. And I don't know what he tweeted. Yeah. Oh, I know which one you're talking about. That was recent. That didn't get a lot of interaction because I was late to the party, bro. And I tweeted that Mr. President. Yeah, it was Mr. President, before you were in office, I lost my. What did I put? I lost
You lost your house, you lost your job, and you lost your wife.
But now, thanks to your policies, I have 2 jobs, 2 houses, and 2 wives. I'll make sure to be the first in line on Tuesday to vote for Democrats, the party of the people. And bro, that gets people really riled up.
Yeah.
That one, because I was late, but I had like sometimes I'll tweet like the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten like people riled up about it, like thinking that it's serious, especially older people.
Yeah.
And honestly, what I do get a lot too is a lot of like, I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, I don't know these people. A lot of bigotry. Like, like Kamala Harris tweeted some bullshit, and I tweeted back like, oh, whatever you say, future president. And then with a little crown, like the queen crown. And then people were like, you can't be serious or whatever. And then someone else, because I have my real name. I don't give a fuck. I have my real name on my Twitter account. Well, you could tell by his name that he's probably not even legally here. And that's what the Democrats appeal to like, undocumented, like illegal immigrants. I'm like, bro, okay, dude, get out of here.
I think it's funny that they can't tell you're sarcastic because some of them, like, it's real thick that, like, it's sarcasm. And it's like, I know, like, I'm biased because I know you, but it's like, no, I genuinely, if I read this shit blind, I can tell you're not serious.
It's very bootlicking. Like, it would have been one thing to say, like, I actually agree with you. Like, I don't know, like, if the president says something about inflation, like, oh, whoever... Hey, stop. Whoever domestic. What's up, bro? Yeah, no, like,
like really.
You could tell, like, hey, I agree with you. Like, whoever thinks that you're responsible for inflation, like, doesn't know politics. Like, okay, something less charged like that, I could see how people can take it serious. But if I'm like, oh, Mr. President, like, I can't wait to vote for Democrats, parentheses, the party of the people. Like, you should know I'm fucking
like,
around.
There's people that actually
tweet that's true.
And
that's
they're being
true.
For real.
They mean it. Like, yeah, they're not being ironic.
Next time that you have one of those tweets and that gets like a lot of interaction and people getting mad at you or whatever, you should do like what people do when they get like a hit tweet, and then just respond with your SoundCloud or whatever.
I know, right?
Hey, this is getting numbers. Just go to my SoundCloud. My new EP just dropped.
Well, or the podcast.
Yeah, the podcast. Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, one of the interactions that I was actually, it was really slow at work, so I was actually like interacting with people. People were fighting because there's like these right wingers that I don't even know who they are. Like, if they have a show, but they have like the check mark. And now apparently everyone's happy now that Elon Musk is like suspending like left wingers and shit because they broke terms of service. I want to be crystal clear, and I know we talked about it in the previous podcast. I'm a true believer of that. Like, I believe that, hey, that's the system that we have in place. Elon Musk owns it. He has terms of service. You don't have a right to use Twitter, right? Like, I'm consistent on both ends. I will abide by Twitter because it's a fun platform to use and I interact with people. I will abide by the terms of service. If there's certain things that you can say or that you can talk about, I'll try to avoid them because I want to, be on. I want to be on the platform. I don't see it as a fucking violation of free speech. So if you're a left winger and you get, quote unquote censored, you get deplatformed or suspended because you were talking shit. That's kind of on you, bro. You should be smart enough to know how to navigate these waters. How to talk shit without breaking terms of service. But it just seems to be that there's this like big movement now on the American right wing where they're now celebrating that, oh, now you're getting a taste of your own medicine. Now wait, hold on now. Like, the same motherfuckers that were crying that right wingers were getting deplatformed because they broke terms of service are now celebrating when left wingers get banned. Like, where's the consistency? So I think a lot of the interactions that I'm getting is like, when I point out those fucking, hypocrisies.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I don't think Twitter's gonna change too much, other than like the power dynamics of who's got more control in the messages that are spread on Twitter.
And
Other than that, it's gonna be the same
fucking
shit.
checkmark thing is gonna work out. Because I mean, I don't see the purpose of it now that you can buy it for $8. Like, what's the point of it? Because the point was to just recognize that it's the celebrity. The celebrity is the actual account.
Yeah.
But now that you can buy it, I don't see the point of it.
Yeah,
and
well, the point.
They're saying that you're gonna get like the algorithm, like you're gonna see your content. It's gonna be shared more to the people if you have the check mark, and if you don't have it, most probably it's not gonna be shared. So
yeah, like it's kind of like shadow banning you unless you pay money.
If I was a content creator, I would think about it if my brand depended on it. But for me to talk shit on Twitter, like I don't see the point to it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I won't use it as much because apparently now people that pay have like priority to get at the top of the mentions, like on the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So if now it's not worth it to be like using it, because even if I catch someone saying something really stupid 16 seconds ago, and I reply right away with something clever, it won't matter, because if 35 people pay, their 35 comments will be on top of mine.
Yeah.
So and it's just not, to me, it's just not a service that's worth $8.
Yeah.
And furthermore, the check mark wasn't. I feel that people have this perception that the blue check mark was like, oh, that's like power. That means that you're someone important. No, it's to avoid people using your name to like fucking try to hit on children and like to try to use your identity to do some fucked up shit. Pretty much. So yeah.
And then again, he implemented the change, and people started doing that shit with Elon.
Yeah.
I feel like I think what's gonna happen is, because he got rid of and he fired like a lot of the people like that were working at Twitter, and little by little he's realizing, oh crap, those were important people, and he's hiring some of them back. And so I
just fucking fired the mechanics. Hey, something's going wrong. I don't know why.
Yeah. And I think that kind of proves that it's like, hey guys, this guy's not as smart as you guys think he is. Yeah. He's just a rich guy. That's all he is. He's not a genius. But I feel like what's gonna happen is he's gonna like do some changes, and then little by little he's gonna realize some of this stuff isn't working, and then Twitter's just gonna revert back to what Twitter was from the beginning. And I think that's what's gonna happen like here. It's just hard to say like how long will it take, or will this guy literally crash and burn the entire platform, because that is certainly a possibility. And let's face it, it's his. He can do whatever he wants with it. Yeah. He can build it to be whatever he wants it to be, or he can light a match and set it on fire. You know, it's on him. But what's going to happen, and I did say this when we talked about this before, is that when it comes to social media and like free speech, like unless you put like rules in place, it's inevitable, because this always happens. You know, history repeats itself. That when you loosen restrictions on what can be done and what can be said, it does not take long for it to be taken over by like really like racist and like xenophobic. Like exactly.
That's
like
the example.
Like you got 4chan, 8chan, Parler, you name it, Yik Yak, like all these platforms. The same thing happens to every single one. Sure,
and I know that we talked about it last time, but it's just not profitable. Like personally, I would I could fucking fuck around in a platform like that, because I think that we also got to be equipped to be able to talk shit to people spreading messages like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, for instance, like, they don't know what they ask for. Like, hey, we want to, now I can't say that a man is a man, or whatever the fuck the right wing has going on now. Like, okay, like, if you loosen restrictions and you want to be more, bigoted or whatever, hey, I'm an atheist. Don't ask me why. I have a bunch of memes of, like, Jesus getting fucking deep-throated and spit roasted by fucking Moses and Abraham. Don't ask me why I have those. So if that's what you want, when right-wingers are, I stand for the flag and kneel for God or whatever, or do you mean this type of kneeling and then a fucking photo of Jesus, like, sucking a dick? Like, it could go both ways, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, people don't know what's coming until it fucking, kind of like Jesus, until it fucking happens. Yeah. So I have a bunch of memes of Jesus getting fucking railed, and if that's what y'all want on Twitter, if it's gonna be the Wild West like 10 years ago, let it happen, bro. Let it fly.
But it's not profitable.
It's not profitable because grandma and grandpa don't want to see what let me see what the Cincinnati Bengals, what's their score, because brands use Twitter to, like, and we talked about this last time, almost like a fucking press conference platform. So, I wonder if, like, my favorite quarterback is playing. Oh my God, I don't want to see fucking Jesus getting bent over by fucking Judas and shit.
Yeah.
So, obviously, if I own a fucking company, I don't want to touch Twitter right now, bro. Like, I don't want to I don't want my customers, my clientele, my base that consumes my fucking energy drink to see photos of like the profit, whatever,
and
sucking
also,
whatever.
On the side of the users, those type of people that want that type of social media where they can say whatever they want, they can be fucking racist or whatever, they don't want to pay.
Fuck no, bro.
You know what I mean? Like, they don't, if you implement like a system, hey, pay for whatever, like, I paid $10 a month and you can join this website where you can talk shit and say whatever the fuck you want. Those people are going to be like, no, I don't want to fucking pay. Like, give it to me free and I can talk shit there.
Yeah, I wanted it to be free. Yeah, I wanted it to be free, but to my liking. Like, no.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is Twitter y'all's, I don't want to say favorite because that sounds fucking cringy, like to say, like, I have a favorite social media platform. Is that the one you use the more?
For me,
Twitter?
Yeah.
Fuck, it just depends. So, like, to keep up, like, with the election and shit, like, right now I have, like, my Twitter.
By the way, before you say anything, Pornhub is not a social media website. Just mention
it is the way I use it.
Yeah. So yeah, it depends. I mean, if it's gonna come to like news and political commentary, like that's what I use. Friends and family, it's usually like Instagram or obviously Facebook.
Yeah.
Like if I want to share photos of my dog, when I take photos of my dog, I'll share them on Facebook or Instagram.
Same.
Even photos of myself, like I would not show them on Twitter.
Yeah,
because the shit that I talk, bro.
Yeah,
you don't want that. Yeah, that's not what you want.
You don't want to give them weapons to use.
Yeah. I have a photo of my dog as my profile photo, and he get again. I tweeted some bullshit like that, and people are like, "You have a schnauzer." Like, what? What does that even mean? You have a schnauzer? Yeah. No, the person told me you have a schnauzer.
You're not
so I can't. They said something about you have a schnauzer, so your word is not reliable because we can't rely on Germans or some shit like that. I'm like, because schnauzers are German. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro?
God damn.
I'm hoping that the guy that told you that drives a fucking Volkswagen.
I know, right?
Yeah, they're gonna use anything they see on your profile. And that's even more fucked up. Like, why would you go and like look around the other person's profile? Like, it's so fucking.
They just
Yeah.
Get a job, motherfucker.
Get off Twitter. I guess it's
yeah.
Well, I do it on. Someone put because it was like a cringy, like those change my mind videos.
Okay.
And it was like women. Women should not be in combat roles, like I guess in the military. And I commented, this one got a lot of reactions too, and I commented, I mean, seriously, would anyone really trust Steven Crowder and his gun holsters in a combat role? And then some guy commented, more than you and your German dog. FYI, never trust the Germans. Like, what? What does that even mean, bro? So, yeah, like if I put a photo of myself, like trying to show my gains and like, bro, you're fat as fuck. Like, that would probably make me cry. So, I yeah. What was I going to say? By the way, there's a guy that I caught a couple of videos on Twitter. He's doing that Steven Crowder thing, but on the left now. So he's going to like campuses and going like, "Oh, Joe Biden's a great president." Changed my mind. So, yeah,
I don't know.
The thing is that, I mean, people know they know their audience. Like, they're not going to go into, let me go to a PhD conference, history professor conference and debate these people. Yeah, let me go to college campus. And you kind of put college students in their place when they're barely forming their ideas.
Yeah, like,
and now they're putting them against someone that does this for a living. Fucking debates online for a living. And
I don't know. I always hated the title, like the what is it, like change my mind, because it's like you're not going there with an open mind, even though the name of the show implies that someone could theoretically change your opinion. It's like you're going in like deep set, this is what I believe, and you kind of just want to argue with somebody else who doesn't agree with you. And so that's why I think, like, fundamentally, like, as a show, I don't think that works. But I mean, I get it, it's like the rage bait, the clicks. Yeah.
It's compelling to watch. It's not, and bro, presidential debates are not debates. And I think Jon Stewart said it once. It's like calling pro wrestling like a competitive combat sport. Like, these debates, like the fucking embarrassment that we went through in 2020 with the presidential debates. Like, that's not political discourse. That's not an exchange of ideas. Let me try to convince the American people my ideas are the best because X, Y, and Z. And then the other candidates are like, while I respect the other candidate's position and I understand it, I don't think it's the best. Let me present you my ideas for this specific issue. No, bro, like, you have two clowns up there, almost like a rap battle. They're trying like to own each other. And I don't think that's productive. Like, that, I was embarrassed that day when those debates were going on and the president, that they had to like shut them down like fucking children. Like, come on.
Yeah. And if you think that's bad, you should have seen like the ones from Mexico. Like,
I didn't know they did that.
Wars. Yeah, they do. It's fucking hilarious, dude. It's so fucking like bad. And there was when they were doing some elections in Monterrey. I don't know if it was for the mayor of Monterrey or just I don't know what it was. But one of the guys that was running that was a candidate, he was like I don't know if you remember El Pato Zambrano. He's like a celebrity. I'm gonna call him celebrity because I don't know what the fuck he did. He was just famous, and he was pretty fucking stupid.
Like, I think he's one of those. He's one of those that was like, I would call him maybe like kind of like an influencer before YouTube, like before influencers
like a TV
were a thing.
Influencer.
Yeah.
And he was running for it, and like someone like called him out about an issue or about something he said before during his campaign. He wanted to like hit the motherfucker. Like he was about to hit the motherfucker. So they had to stop everything. And it was like, are you for real? Like it has come to this. Like it's not a skit, it's not a comedy show. It's candidates fucking having a debate and then almost like get into a fight. It was like, I can't believe.
Well, when I was a kid, because Mexico doesn't, I don't think they have a House of Representatives. Well, they have like the Chamber of Deputies.
Yeah.
And I think they also have like a Senate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but when I was a kid, they would give like the news, the Mexican news. And sometimes these people would like shove each other. Like they were, I remember watching as a kid, like the Chamber of Deputies, several times where they almost got to the point of
riots.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't imagine and those are like serious politicians. I can't even imagine when you put into the mix these fucking characters.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess that's what, fuck, bro. I think politics have evolved to the point where you need to make a splash. You kind of need to make a name for yourself. Mm-hmm. And if you don't have like the right policies or like policies that people can get on board with, you gotta fucking get your name out there somehow.
And it's fucked up in the way that they're doing that because they know people like that. Like most people like that. Like if they see someone being controversial or whatever, they're gonna be like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna like vote for him. And it's fucked up. Like they're giving the people, most people want what they want, but us, that we're like, dude, that's beyond fucked up. Why would I vote for someone that's just being controversial, that clearly wants to be a clown and just wants people attention? Why would I vote for that guy? But then you turn around and you see your friends or like relatives or whatever being like, yeah, I support that guy. And then you're like, that's why he's doing that, because he's gonna get the votes.
Yeah.
But you're like, bro, it's not the fucking like the voice. It's not about popularity. It's not about being, no, dude, it's politics. Like this matters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, especially here in America, like you sometimes feel that the way our system is set up, like it's very hard for your, like, how can I say it? Like, it takes more than one politician to fucking enact change, you know? So like, let's say like there's this like new fucking senator that, holy fuck, bro, that guy's a shit. Like I actually agree with him on a lot of things. And then you vote for him and then he either loses or he wins, but he's one of 100 senators. Mm-hmm. And he's one of 49 from the same party. So 49 or 48 other senators are not going to get in line to what his policies are.
Yeah.
So you're like, you know what? You're kind of like disaffected for like, I don't give a shit who wins. And the actual people that are like, oh, fucking raging, can't wait to fucking vote, are the people that see this shit almost like entertainment, like you said. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, this fucking governor, he told the other governor to shut the fuck up. Like, man, that's my guy. I'm like him. I mean, and at the end of the day, sometimes you see these fucking idiots getting elected. They do represent the fucking people that vote for them, bro. Like these fucking crass, fucking disgusting people. Yeah. Mm-hmm.